Tip number 1. Waiting inside of the main building. Sometimes you can 99 a survivor that's moving towards main building, wait for them to enter, and then down them to get an easy first hook. This strategy becomes much more consistent if you're using the perk Corrupt Intervention. If you're playing on a map that doesn't have a main building, like an indoor map, then you can always just wait for survivors to get on the generator that's located in the main area of the map, and then take the opportunity to ambush them. Tip number 2. Environmental stalking. Each map in Dead by Daylight can offer unique advantages when it comes to stalking survivors and avoiding being revealed. Maps with windows can give you an additional way to discreetly stalk survivors while staying partially hidden. Bushes and tall grass offer a great form of cover to help you avoid being revealed while you're out in the open. The cattail tall grass found on the swamp maps can be especially useful since it covers large, open areas everywhere around the map. There are also plenty of unique stalking angles and spots that you can memorize to give yourself a reliable way to stalk and 99 survivors, depending on the map you're playing on. Check out my Stalking Spots playlist if you want to learn more. Tip number 3. Cold chasing. Cold chasing is when you follow a survivor while undetectable, and you purposely walk in a way to avoid starting chase. This is typically done by either moonwalking or walking sideways while in night shroud. The idea behind this tactic is to give the survivor you're following the least amount of reaction time by purposely not starting chase. Starting chase too early can alert the survivor to your presence and potentially give them time to run to a nearby pallet. Tip number 4. The bait stalk. The bait stalk strategy is when you mark a survivor to give all of the other survivors the impression that you're about to go for the survivor you've just recently marked. But in reality, you'll be taking the opportunity to sneak up and ambush a completely different survivor that wasn't expecting you. Most survivors assume that a Ghostface player will always go for the person that they've most recently marked, which can sometimes result in them lowering their guard and giving you the opportunity to sneak up on them. You're trying to bait or trick the survivors into a false sense of safety. This strategy is most effective when nobody knows your exact location on the map. I highly recommend using the driver's license add-on in combination with this strategy. Tip number 5. The slash and stalk. The slash and stalk technique is when you hit a survivor with a basic attack and then activate Night Shroud to stalk them as they run away. You can do this when you're not in Night Shroud, but you have your power fully recharged and ready to use. Tip number 6. Use haste on Ghostface. Many experienced players will tell you that using haste on Ghostface can be insanely strong. The perk called Play With Your Food is powerful on Ghostface because he's an insta-down killer. This means that if you mark and instantly down a survivor, you'll only be losing 1 stack of Play With Your Food instead of 2. Play With Your Food can also be used in combination with the add-on called Drop Leg Knife Sheath. When you combine both of them together, you can gain a speed boost of up to 25% haste for 5 seconds. Tip number 7. The odd one out. This strategy is when you mark all survivors, except for one, in order to make it easier to find the survivor you didn't mark. Since Ghostface gets a reveal notification whenever a non-marked survivor is staring at him, you can use this as a reliable way to locate a specific survivor. Tip number 8. Mark all survivors. Marking all survivors can be a great strategy in certain situations. Like, for example, if you're proxy camping a hooked survivor, or if you have multiple survivors following you around and trying to reveal you. Having multiple survivors marked can also be useful when you're playing on maps that allow you to easily sneak up on survivors, like indoor maps. Tip number 9. Never overcommit to chases. This may seem like a beginner tip, but I still see tons of Ghostface players throw entire matches because they decided to overcommit to a long chase. Since Ghostface is a stealth killer with no anti-loop ability, you need to carefully pick and choose which chases you want to fully commit to. You should commit to chasing a survivor if they run to an unsafe pallet, or into a dead zone area that has no pallets at all. Avoid committing to survivors that run to extremely strong loops like Killer Shack. With all of that being said, always remember the golden rule of Ghostface. The best chase is a chase that never even starts. Using your stealth to sneak up and instantly down survivors without ever actually starting chase should always be your go-to strategy for getting fast, easy downs as Ghostface. Tip number 10. Playing against survive with friends. It's almost inevitable that Ghostface players who have a high playtime might eventually run into survivor teams consisting of 4 players using voice communication to speak to each other during the match. Survivor teams like these are much more likely to capitalize on any mistakes you make during the match, so it's important to always be vigilant and avoid making careless mistakes. Swifts have a unique advantage when playing against you on outdoor maps because they can call out your position to their teammates and make it harder for you to ambush them. The more open the map is, the more that you'll have to rely on perks, add-ons, and strategies to get downs on survivors and maintain pressure throughout the match. Playing on indoor maps makes it much harder for survivors to track your exact location, but it also means that they'll be playing more cautiously. If you suspect that you're playing against a Swift, remember these 4 tips. Try to use your stealth to get an early down before they realize they're playing against a Ghostface. Hook the first survivor that you downed within a 3-gen area or in the corner of the map in order to make it difficult for rescuers to safely get to them. Throughout the match, try to be stealthy and play in a way that makes it difficult for them to track your exact location. And finally, try to defend a 3-gen that allows you to easily sneak up and ambush survivors. A 3-gen that's out in the open will make it easy for survivors to pre-run away and call out your position to their teammates.